High school football fans, Varsity Media is bringing exciting, exclusive content to you for the 2022 season. Introducing the Varsity Media Pass, available on iOS and Android. Accessible all season to varsitymediapass.com to download the app and start enjoying content only Varsity Media can bring.
From Cold Spring Harbor, the Varsity Media Sports Network presents this Nassau Class AA semifinal. First up, it's the fourth-seeded Highlanders of Herricks High School against the top-seeded Chiefs of Massapequa. Good afternoon, everyone. Dylan Butler here with you on a beautiful fall late afternoon for what should be a terrific soccer match of an up-and-coming program in Herricks against the established juggernaut in Massapequa. You see the Highlanders in white there, the fourth seed. They come in with a record of 4-7-1 overall. Come in after defeating Farmingdale 3-2 in the quarterfinals. Maggie Ledwith had 2 goals and an assist in that one. Ella Ledwith had a goal, and Christina Collega had an assist. And that's your midfield trio, and that's really kind of the strength of this Herricks squad as we take a look at their impact. Or first, actually, I'm sorry, we'll look at the brackets, kind of show you how both of these teams got here. And you can see there the 3-2 win for Herricks over Farmingdale, and then Massapequa with a 3-1 win over Hicksville. Later on tonight, it's Plainview JFK and Syosset rounding out the Final Four. Back to Herricks, their impact player is someone who already, as a junior, is committed to Indiana University. Tremendous honor there for Maggie Ledwith. You see her there, number 4. She's got 14 goals and an assist on the year, a 3-year starter, and also the Conference AA1 Player of the Year. So tremendous honors there for Maggie Ledwith. And again, Herricks will very much rely on her. She'll play kind of that double number 6 role tonight, but we'll expect her as this game goes on to also push forward for their head coach, Alexa Regal, in her 5th season out of East Meadow, a 2009 graduate. For Massapequa, the Chiefs are 14-1-2. Their lone loss coming to Monroe Woodbury September 24th, and that snapped a 31 match unbeaten streak for the defending New York State Class AA champions. The Chiefs are 8-time New York State champions, and they will be led here this afternoon by their senior attacking center mid, their number 10, if you will, Michaela Schneidler. She's a captain. You see her numbers there: 3 goals, 2 assists, left-footed. She's been on the team for a few years, started at left back a year ago. Versatile as well. She can play attacking mid, defensive mid. They can position her all around for head coach Bruce Stegner in his 20th season, a 1982 graduate of Massapequa. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for this one. First, for Herricks, and they will bring out a 4-5-1 formation, really trying to clog up the middle. You see Brianna Gallagher is your keeper. Left back is Catherine Murphy. Lucia Piccirillo and Cassidy Pong, your center back duo. Amelia Babula at right back, and your midfielders, the 2 Ledwith sisters, Ella and Maggie, along with Christiana Collega. At left midfield is Ava Lorenzato, right midfield Christina Joseph, and up front is Ashley Katz. And for Massapequa, it's a 4-4-2 formation with Domenica Rossi, the sophomore, in goal. You've got Lena Fleischer, Nicole Tonello, Dominique Diorio, and Shea Brennan in the back. From left to right, you've got Juliana Peterson. At left midfield, Carly Schuler, a fantastic freshman to watch. At D-mid, Schneidler, as we mentioned, at attacking mid. At the right midfield tonight is Brianna Neary. 17 goals and 7 assists on the year, and your forward duo is Olivia Trojanowski, the freshman, with 8 goals on the year, and Holly Craig, number 3, the junior. So it'll be Herricks in white to get us going here across the field. And one of the keys in this one for the Highlanders is really kind of clog up the middle of the field and try to be as defensive as possible, not allow Massapequa to get many scoring opportunities. That's Holly Craig trying to split a pair of defenders. She's intercepted by Catherine Murphy, who tries to advance the ball. It goes out for a Herricks throw. The Highlanders 4-7-1 on the year, but their head coach, Alexa Regal, says it doesn't feel like that kind of a record. They've been in every game. They've battled. It's been a really positive season for Herricks, who a year ago won the AA2 conference championship. They lost to Massapequa in the quarterfinals. They were the 8th seed a year ago. They lost that match 6-0. They played Massapequa twice this season. Get to that in a moment. Here's a cross in front that goes right through the center of the 18. That was Maggie Ledwith who put it through. It'll be a throw for Massapequa. But the 2 matches during the regular season, both won by Massapequa. It was 4-0 on September 28th, where Brianna Neary had a goal and an assist, and Carly Schuler, Michaela Schneidler, and Juliana Peterson all scored a goal apiece, and Rossi had 6 saves, and Jessica Fackler, who came in as well, made a save. And then on October 3rd at Herricks, it was a 2-0 win for Massapequa, where Neary, Schneidler both scored a goal. Rossi had 3 saves in that one. And the message at training for Regal was, listen, last year it was 6-0. The first game this year was 4-0. The second game this year was 2-0. We are getting better. We're getting closer to the team that is really very much the standard bearer in New York State. So believe in yourselves tomorrow, which is tonight, and you'll have an opportunity to perhaps pull off the upset. Off the restart, ball in the middle, and it's taken there by Ashley Katz. Katz, one of the senior captains, a senior battling a little bit of a foot injury, so we're not sure how long Katz will stay in. We do expect, though, Emma Sue, the freshman, who's got terrific wheels, to likely come in as well and see significant time. Cross in front, that ball deflects out, and this will be the first corner of the match for Massapequa. Chiefs' last game, was 3-1 win over Hicksville. Katie Stork broke a 1-1 tie. Olivia Trojanowski had the game-winning goal. Marissa Price had a really good day for the 8th-seeded Hicksville with 15 saves. Massapequa shows short for the corner, trying to draw the defender out. They do take it. It'll be a 2v1 on that side. A touch, edge of the box, right-footed low blast, deflects through, and a really good opportunity for the Chiefs early on. It deflects out for another corner. Again, taken short. Ball played towards the near post, knocked away, and then a foul called. So the first set-piece opportunity outside of those two corners now for Massapequa. Standing over it, or for a moment I was going to say Shea Brennan, and she lets it go. As it's Trojanowski 4 and Schneidler giving a couple of different options as the 3-person wall is pushed back 10 yards. Step over, a blast, and it goes just over the bar. A fantastic effort there by Trojanowski, the freshman, with 8 goals, 4 assists. Hard worker. She'll tackle for the ball, a good all-around player, dangerous, smart. Has really good soccer IQ as well. One of 2 freshmen starting this afternoon for Massapequa. The other, your defensive midfielder or your holding midfielder in Carly Schuler, who has that ability, that potential to be that next great one. And there have been so many incredible players for Massapequa throughout the years. We even go back to last year's state championship run when they went 20-0-1, defeating Shenenda Hoa 3-0 in the state final. Leah Howard, she's now at Illinois, following in the footsteps of another great Massapequa player, Hope Breslin, who also had a really good career for the Fighting Illini in the Big Ten. Then you had Jessica Linsky. She's now at Fairfield. Gianna Savella at Syracuse. Nicole Kilkenny at FDU. But obviously this Massapequa team, they're a younger team this year, but they just reload. There is no rebuild in Massapequa that has such a terrific soccer culture. There's Tonello. Plays it on the ground, switches the field to Brennan. Brennan takes a few touches. Gets it back to her left. Good pressure put on by Kolega. Christina Kolega, number 7 for Herricks, a junior, 3-year starter, also a member of the Croatian U17 national team. Missed a few games this year, having to go over and represent Croatia. An opportunity now on the counter for Herricks, and that's something that Stegner was worried about, is Herricks' ability on the counterattack. That's Cassidy Pong, number 5. Loses possession in Massapequa. They want to get the field as wide as they can. And obviously Herricks, the best course of action to keep the ball away from Massapequa is to possess it themselves. That's what they're looking to do here. A little bit of a different formational look for Herricks today, playing a 4-5-1 with the added midfielders there. So you've got Ella Ledwith as your D-mid, and along with her older sister Maggie, those 2 number 6s, and then Kolega as your number 10. There'll be times that Kolega will go out wide on the right And a foul was called again, so another set piece or a restart really for Massapequa. Chance to push numbers forward here. No score early goings. We're in the 9th minute of this Nassau Class AA semifinal. One of two for us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. It's Syosset and the rival Plainview JFK coming up under the lights at 7 o'clock. We'll be under the lights as well shortly. Actually, we already are. Still daylight, but the lights are on. There's Collega battling for position. It goes out for a Massapequa throw. There's Brennan. Just entered the starting 11 a few weeks ago, earning her spot as a right back, much improved from a year ago. And the Highlanders will get the ball off the restart. They had a fun little pasta party last night, hosted, I guess appropriately so, by Lucia Piccirillo, who, listen, if there's anyone to host a pasta party, I think Piccirillo would be the person to do so. And a lot of positivity last night for Herricks. They were excited about this opportunity and about their season as a whole. There's Ella led with number 14, losing possession, and here comes the Chiefs with numbers through the middle of the park. That's Carly Schuler playing it off. 2 feet looking for the charging Craig. But Brianna Gallagher gobbles that ball up. Gallagher in her first year as the starting keeper for Herricks, filling a role vacated by the graduated Amber Joan-Lett, and not an easy hole to fill there, but she's put the work in. She's played really well. She's got 88 saves on the year, conceded 28 goals. And no nonsense defending there by Herricks, just looking to clear it out, not give away anything cheaply. It's a young Massapequa team as well. Only 2 starting seniors, so beware, I guess, the rest of New York State. Not that we ever worried about Massapequa, but they are very much going to be here this year and beyond, and that's just the way they do at Massapequa. It'll be a corner for the Chiefs, the first one on this side, the 3rd overall. And as she did on the other 2, it'll be Nicole Tonello, the junior center back, to take it. Let's see if they play this one short as well. The first 2 on the other side were played short. Looks like this one she'll play it longer. Tonello chips at a really good ball, back post, but the header sails over the bar. A good opportunity for Massapequa there at the back stick, and the header went just wide. I think that might have been Trojanowski with the opportunity. Massapequa, though, off the goal kick, they maintain, or they gain back possession. 5 is Neary, very much the danger person for a Massapequa team that has a lot of different goal scorers as well. She's one of the best, certainly in her conference, the leading scorer with 17 goals and 7 assists. She's 3rd in Nassau County overall. A cross and a shot, and there's the opening goal. Holly Craig, it looks like, with the tap in, 13th minute. It is 1-0 for Massapequa. Here you see it again. Chip into the box. Watch 3 making the run to the post. Beautiful. First time finish off the hands of Gallagher. So 13th minute, and the goal is scored by Holly Craig, her 8th of the year. So just what Herricks was worried about, they wanted to make sure they didn't concede early. They have, but they're looking for a response now. That's Ella led with. Ball played back. Cassidy Pong, 3-year starting center back. Trojanowski picks up an assist on the goal. Long ball played over the top. It'll be a foot race to this one. Oh, some really good defending. But Massapequa gets the ball back. It bounces around. And again, there's Ledwith. Ella Ledwith always, she and Maggie, her older sister, always find the way around the ball. And now here comes the Highlanders with some numbers. Collega chips it, and the first save made by Rassi. After the goal, as we'll look at that replay again, first opportunity for Herricks. Good-looking shot from the edge of the 18. Rossi makes her first save of the match. Ball stolen there. As Herricks looks to possess here on this near side. Nice movement. Can it be kept in? It's knocked out for a throw. Good play there by Ava Lorenzana, the 3-year starter, a junior. A lot of club connections as well, club soccer connections among this Herricks team. Certainly there's a lot for Massapequa as well. There's Ella Ledwith. Some battling for the ball, and the foul called against Ella Ledwith. Regal calls Ledwith a freight train. She's got amazing footwork, very technical, but just an absolute force. There's Neary at midfield. Plays the feet. Quick touch, Trojanowski, who has an assist. Nice cutback. Tries to serve the ball far post. It's knocked away. Neary battles for the ball right back. Again, gets through a couple of different defenders. Her shot was blocked, gets it back onto her left and plays it reverse to Schuler. Schuler switches fields. Ball crossed in front to the goal scorer, Holly Craig. And this one will go right to Gallagher, who will look to push the ball up the pitch. 16th minute, 1-0 the score. It's Holly Craig, the goal scorer, her 8th of the year. Olivia Trojanowski with the assist, her 5th of the year. Again, the winner advances to the Nassau Class AA Championship match here again at Cold Spring Harbor. That'll be Saturday at 3:30. If it's Massapequa, well, they'll be vying for their 25th Nassau Championship, a remarkable number. In their trophy case, they also have 14 Long Island championships and 8 state championships, including last year. Herricks has a pair of Nassau championships, one back-to-back in 1991, 1992. That's Nassau Class A. The 91 team also went on and won the Long Island Championship as well as the state championship. Ball goes out for a throw-in for Herricks. Alexa Regal, the head coach, said that the play of their center midfielders is the strength of this Herricks team, and here's an opportunity on the counter. Here's Neary. Cuts it to her left, edge of the 18, plays it inside. Ball deflects out. It will be another Massapequa corner. They've been dangerous on these set-piece opportunities, with Tonello playing in excellent balls. The last one went back post, and it was a header over the bar. Looks like they'll try to play this one short again, and at least you show it to possibly be short to draw the defenders in. So 2 defenders now for Herricks have to back up as Tonello drives her corner far post, and again, Looking for Neary. Takes a touch in the box. She goes down. And they'll some shouts for a penalty, but it'll be a goal kick for Herricks. The win over Farmingdale in the quarterfinals was especially meaningful for Herricks because it's the first time since 2009 that Herricks is playing in the Final Four. And Rigo was quick to point out literally the year that she graduated from East Meadow High School. So it's been a while, but she said the girls knew it as well. They know the history of the program, and they know they're ready as well to try to take that next step. It'll be a throw in for Massapequa along that far sideline. Trojanowski tries to chase it down. It'll be another throw. So 3 throw-ins for Massapequa, and they set themselves up pretty deep in Herrick's defensive third. If there's an Achilles heel for this Massapequa team, Stegner says it's maybe not the strongest team physically, meaning. So if there's teams out there, they can get knocked around against teams that want to play physical, but the skill level, he said, is pretty good. And they're also a pretty fast team as well, so that's where their strength lies. Stegner, the 1982 graduate of Massapequa, his team lost in the state championships. He went on and played collegiate lacrosse at Hofstra. Ron Foreman, his assistant, graduated in 2002. Also played for Massapequa. There's also a Hofstra connection with Alexa Regal, who played volleyball at Hofstra. Her sister, Jenna Borison, played soccer for the Pride as well. Inside the box, Neary surrounded by Herrick's defenders. And now Collega, they look to quickly get a counter going. Gets the touch back. And this is going to be a fun matchup. As soon as Collega touches the ball, you see 15 Schuler marking her. And the ball's knocked out of touch. It'll be a throw for Herricks. We're midway through this first half of this first Nassau Class AA semifinal. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. Ella Ledwith chips the ball into the box. Nobody made a run, though, so it's pretty easy for Rossi. Plays to feet, and now some high pressure applied by Herricks. But Massapequa navigates through that, and they get the ball to the midfield. You saw 8 there, Schneidler on it, wearing the captain's armband, and a little miscommunication there, as we'll have a pair of substitutions now for Massapequa on the other side. Looks like Katie Stork has checked in, as has Riley Benito. Stork will move to a number 9. Her sister was the starting goalie a year ago. Stork's got 2 goals and an assist. Benito plays an outside midfield role, a junior, really fast, has 4 goals and 5 assists on the year as well. Does a good job tracking back defensively as well. Neary, a touch in the box. Here's an opportunity just into the matches. Stork, and it goes out for a corner for Massapequa. So talk about instant offense. Stork nearly delivering there. And you see here, nice touch by Neary into the box. Right there, slips it through. Stork turn. Good job defensively. I guess the argument could be made for a foul there against Stork, but instead it's going to be another corner. This one, once again, played short. Tonello plays a little 1-2. This one served in. Gallagher bobbles for a moment and then recovers. Gallagher didn't really get a chance to play much as a sophomore. A little bit nervous when she took over the starting role at the start of this year, but she's stepped up to become quite a leader. Put a lot of hard work in. She's one of those two who asks a lot of questions as well. Sometimes too many. Regal says, trust yourself, trust your instincts. And we'll go the other way. That was the 6th corner. Shots early on, 5-1 in favor of Massapequa. Fourth minute. Massapequa gets the goal in the 13th minute. Chiefs looking for more. And again, through ball played to Stork. Battleford, good job to make sure it's a goal kick. It was played off the foot of a Massapequa attacking player. So Herricks will have the goal kick. An interesting season for the Highlanders. Their first game in AA1 was a 1-1 draw against Port Washington. Then after a 7-1 defeat to Syosset, they won 4 straight. They beat Oceanside 3-2. They beat Plainview JFK 2-1. They won at Farmingdale 3-2 and then at Port 4-2. What followed then was 6 consecutive defeats, including the regular season finale 5-4, which was the 3rd 1-goal loss during that slide. But once again, Herricks rebounded. They beat the Dalers 3-2 in the quarterfinals to earn their spot here in the semifinals. Good interception at midfield, but the Highlanders unable to maintain possession as Massapequa gets it right back. Throw in for Herricks. Massapequa a little bit more smooth sledding this year. 14-1-2, a perfect 12-0 in Nassau Conference AA1. They've scored 59 goals, only conceded 13. The lone blemish to this point, a 4-1 defeat to Monroe Woodbury. That was back on September 24th, with which snapped a 31-match unbeaten streak. They've rebounded pretty well, though, you would say, from that. And obviously find themselves back here. This isn't the ultimate goal for a Massapequa team that, again, a year ago won the state championship. So they have higher aspirations than the county, but of course you've got to get through the county to get to the state. In fact, you got to get through Long Island first, which is never easy. Here's Herricks with their first corner on that far side. Looks like it's Ella led with, who will take. If you're Herricks, you've got to really make the most out of your set piece opportunities. Ledwith serves it in front. Dangerous one, and that's punched away really well by Rossi. She hasn't been asked to do a lot, but that one was hard. It was a really tough one. You see it again here as we have another corner being set up. A dangerous ball in front. A lot of bodies there. Rossi's got to get up and punch it away bravely. So now a near side corner, and once again, it'll be Ella Ledwith to serve. No runners just yet for Herricks. And Ella's just making sure she sets the ball exactly where she'd like it to be. Another driven, and once again, Rossi, the rebound, cleared off the line. Oh, Herricks thought they had the equalizer, but an incredible goal line clearance, I believe. We'll watch it again. I thought that was Schuler. Watch it again. A driven corner. Punched up but not cleared. Off the knee. What an opportunity. And a big-time clearance there for Massapequa. Dangerous. Header goes wide. But certainly the most dangerous few moments of this first half here for Herricks. But a tremendous clearance off the knee, the thigh area. Again, looked like that was Schuler, and here comes Massapequa. And you got to figure Herricks has some confidence now after coming close on a couple of corner kicks. What a touch there by Kollega. She's got really good ball skills. Thought she was fouled. Nothing given. And now Massapequa looks to switch fields. Stork loses possession. And now Herricks has an opportunity, but that ball driven a little bit too far ahead and headed away by Dominique Diorio. Diorio, the senior center back. Tonello, her partner, a junior. Good defensive work along that far sideline. It'll still be a throw-in, though. Massapequa certainly looks like all of their throw-ins they take pretty quickly. You want to make sure that your opposing team isn't set properly and maybe not facing the ball. Massapequa's had more of the ball here as we're in the 30th minute. And they have the goal as well. That one played long over the top. A battle for it. And Pong and Stork served back in by Brennan. And it goes out for a throw.
Just a heads up in front here. At the end of the half, it's an interval from here. I'll do it up in the air, but I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Battle on that far side. And Massapequa, and again, they'll look to exploit the width of the field. They want to play to feet. Good interception there by Herricks. You can see how quickly, too, Massapequa, after they lose the ball, they quickly want to get it back. That's Ella led with through midfield. Plays to feet. The turn by Kollega. Was battling with Schuler. Plays it to Ella led with. Gets it right back. Maneuvers around Schuler. Still has it. Again, goes down. No foul called. And now the Chiefs look to counter. That's Neary. Plays it far side. It goes out for a Herricks throw. 32nd minute, 1-0, your score. You can see that at the top left of your screen. This is semifinal 1 of 2 tonight here from Cold Spring Harbor. We'll have Syosset and Plainview JFK coming up with a 7 o'clock scheduled kick. So a foul called against Herricks, set piece opportunity for Massapequa. Looks like it's Brennan running over to take this one. Players jockeying for position. You can see them at the bottom of your screen a little bit. A driven ball right in to Gallagher's hands. She didn't look so sure of it, but this time made sure no rebound with Massapequa players quickly converging. Another good save by Brianna Gallagher. There's Cassidy Pong. Plays it to Collega's feet. A little 1-2. Some nice stuff there by Herricks, but quickly taken away. When we asked Bruce Stegner about Carly Schuler, who he says has a great engine, who works really hard, really fit and skilled, great in the air, not afraid to head the ball, a good distributor of the ball as well. Asked her, could she be the next great one at Massapequa? Says she wants to be, and she's certainly put the effort in as well. A couple more substitutions for Massapequa here inside the final 7 minutes. Trojanowski back in. And joining her is Julia Peterson, the left midfielder, number 17. Some pressure now by Massapequa as Herricks looks to play out of the back. Nice ball to feet there. That's Jubilee Kim, the freshman, number 25. And what a story she was as well, where she didn't really play that much the first couple games of the season. And then Kim went to Regal, her head coach, and said, Coach, I really love an opportunity to play as much as possible. Is it okay if I go down to JV? I want to play every minute. I'd be really happy. And Regal thought to herself and said, listen, she's going to play, but, let her go ahead and play in the JV. She did, and she's back now after the JV season is over. And it's really done wonders for her as well. She had a huge impact in that win against Farmingdale, and then at times it's Emma Sue and Jubilee Kim up front, the pair of freshmen, just really in shape girls, hungry for it as freshmen, and they have been a dangerous duo when they do play with those two forwards as the ball deflects to Gallagher. Five minutes remaining in this first half. There's Neary at midfield. Turns back to her left. Switches fields. Brianna Neary, quick, athletic, good in the ball. She loves to take players on the dribble. There's Shea Brennan. Plays the feet. And you see the battle there. And a foul was called against Herricks. So Peterson won it. Another great opportunity here for Shea Brennan. Brennan service towards the top left of the box, knocked away. Tonello keeps it in. It was headed, but the Chiefs were offside. Regal said some of the keys for her team in this one were to focus on shutting down Massapequa's opportunities in the middle of the field, not give the Chiefs any space in any part of their half, because their girls, Massapequa, she said, will just rip shots from the outside, and we've been the victim of that before. We know it well. So putting the pressure on them defensively, and she said, listen, if it goes to a shootout, so be it, but we can't let them score, because then you'll be in trouble. They did concede early, 13th minute goal, and now Massapequa looking to try to add on to that. Sliding to the ball was Gallagher, getting in front of Trojanowski. Neary, and she's one of those who could certainly hit it from distance. That was with her left. And it goes easily to Gallagher, who just punts it forward and will actually go out of touch for a throw for Massapequa inside this final 3 minutes of the first half. Diorio. She's a cool story too, Diorio. Didn't play much last year, but has really made incredible strides during this season. A lot of speed, athleticism. And Diorio, you remember that historic flag football season in the spring for girls? Well, she was named All Long Island for flag football, the Massapequa senior center back. Schuler plays to feet. Ball takes a deflection, and Pong just has to clear it away. She was facing the likelihood there of another Massapequa corner. Chiefs would love to tack one more on here in the final 2 minutes of this first half. Really put pressure on a young Herricks team. There's a lot of juniors. There's 20 juniors on this Herricks team, so a lot of players back in a year's time. This incredible experience for them. Look at this, turning, Stork in the box. Herricks defenders with arms raised looking for an offside flag. It was not raised. Gallagher plays it out toward midfield, trying to find Sue. And here comes Maggie Ledwith. We haven't really seen her much on the ball. And Schuler on her, Maggie Ledwith. Some fancy footwork here out at midfield. Still on the ball. Releases it to Collega. Excuse me, that was Pong at midfield as we're inside the final minute of this first half. There's Ella Ledwith. As you would expect, Ella Ledwith and Maggie Ledwith, the sisters, have a great connection on the field. And then you add in the skill on the ball and the soccer savvy of a Collega, and you've got a really great midfield trio, not to leave out an Ava Lorenzana as well at the left midfield. So some tremendous skill there as Schuler pushes herself up inside this final 10 seconds of this first half. Get ready, folks, for the air horn, which will be blown right next to us as Brennan looks to throw the ball in, but the half comes to an end. So Massapequa, Holly Craig with the lone goal. That came in the 13th minute, assisted by Olivia Trojanowski. And at halftime here of the first Nassau Class AA semifinal, it is the Chiefs of Massapequa leading the Highlanders of Herricks. You're watching this Nassau AA semifinal right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. High school football fans, Varsity Media is bringing exciting, exclusive content to you for the 2022 season. Introducing the Varsity Media Pass, available on iOS and Android. Accessible all season long, the Varsity Media Pass features game highlights, weekly podcasts,
A clash of styles out in Setauket. We love those differing styles, right?
top 10 plays of the week, player interviews, and so much more. Head to varsitymediapass.com to download the app and start enjoying content only Varsity Media can bring. Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts.
That's complete. First down and more. Touchdown, Oceanside.
Photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. High school football fans, Varsity Media is bringing exciting, exclusive content to you for the 2022 season. Introducing the Varsity Media Pass, available on iOS and Android. Accessible all season long, the Varsity Media Pass features game highlights, weekly podcasts,
a clash of styles, out in Setauket. We love those differing styles, right?
top 10 plays of the week, player interviews, and so much more. Head to varsitymediapass.com to download the app and start enjoying content only Varsity Media can bring. Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, sportscasts.
That's complete. First down and more. Touchdown, Oceanside.
Photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net. If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net. You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports. High school football fans, Varsity Media is bringing exciting, exclusive content to you for the 2022 season. Introducing the Varsity Media Pass, available on iOS and Android. Accessible all season long, the Varsity Media Pass features game highlights, weekly podcasts,
A clash of styles out in Setauket. We love those differing styles, right?
top 10 plays of the week, player interviews, and so much more. Head to varsitymediapass.com to download the app and start enjoying content only Varsity Media can bring.
Welcome back to Cold Spring Harbor. Dylan Butler here with you on the Varsity Media Sports Network. It is halftime of the first of two Nassau Class AA semifinals, and the top-seeded Chiefs with a 1-0 lead over the fourth-seeded Highlanders of Herricks. Let's take a look at some first-half stats for you, and you see the shots in favor of Massapequa, 9-3, 5-2. Shots on frame as well. Gallagher with 4 saves, 2 for Rossi, but they were pretty dangerous save or tough saves for her to make, those 2 that she punched away. Fouls 5-2 with Herricks, the more aggressive of the two teams, and you see those corners. At one point it was 6-0 in terms of corners for Massapequa, and Herricks got the last 3 as well to make it 6-3. Second game tonight will pit the second-seeded Braves of Syosset against really the team that's a little bit on an upset special here, the 6th-seeded Plainview JFK Hawks, who come in with a 3-8-3 record. They lost twice to Syosset in the regular season, 4-1 and 5-2. But Jody Horowitz has her girls thinking upset in a rivalry match against Syosset. And they also just come off the heels of a big win over Oceanside. Let's take a look at the lone goal scored in the first half, and it was back in the 13th minute. See the footwork, the ball played in, and it's the freshman Trojanowski with great service there. Plays the feet, and a nice touch by Holly Craig to score her 8th goal of the season. And that's the difference right now between these two sides. I want to remind folks, for all things high school football, but just high school athletics here in the fall as well, it is Varsity Media Pass. We'll have top 10 plays, highlights, podcasts, interviews, and so much more. Available on iOS and Android. It is varsitymediapass.com. Jared Veluzzi and I hosted a podcast last night that's up on Varsity Media Pass as well. We had a cool interview with Charlie Battaglia, the linebacker at Chaminade, after the Flyers' big win over Holy Trinity. We're heading into week 8 of the football season, the last of the regular season, and then it is playoff time here on Long Island and in the New York Catholic High School Football League. So just about set here to go. As you see, the sun that was shining in the first half has now gone down, and some more conversations among the officials holding up the start of this second half. We'll be under the lights. A little bit of a breeze here at Cold Spring Harbor as Massapequa looks to get things started. In our conversation with their head coach, Bruce Stegner, said of Herricks, they've got a couple of really good players. Maggie led with the Conference Player of the Year. Quality, good speed, strong, good ball skills. She's dangerous, so we've got to make sure that we get people behind the ball, defend with numbers when she possesses the ball, and they've got 2 or 3 other players who work really well with her as the second half is now finally underway. And to continue that thought by Stegner, said if we can shut Ledwith down and not allow them to counter, then we're going to be in good shape. But that's where he said we've got to be careful, because we do attack, he said, of Massapequa with numbers, and you can be susceptible certainly to a counter by doing so. Ball served in by Lena Fleischer, and stepping out, though, was Gallagher. So this would be the 7th Massapequa corner. Slight mistake there by the Herricks keeper. And once again, it'll be Tonello to take it. We've not really seen many goal kicks for Massapequa, but Tonello takes a lot of them. She's got the ability to really kick a ball accurately from like 60 yards. This one played to feet. Right off the training ground, this corner. Brennan switches it to the far side. And you're going to see Herricks quickly stepping their numbers up, trying to pressure the ball. But it's Massapequa looking to maintain possession. And this is one of the strengths, too, of this Massapequa team. They all can play to feet. And again, Stegner says, maybe we're not the biggest team physically, but there is plenty of skill and speed as well, as that one's played up to Trojanowski. Trojanowski crosses the ball, but she did so while she took a step out of touch, so it'll be a goal kick for Herricks. We'll play it out to midfield. And those are the balls that Herricks has to win, those first and second balls. And to this point, it really seems like Massapequa was winning all of them. We will see a lot of both of these teams next year. There's Emma Sue, nice touch. She's got blazing speed, plays it forward to Maggie Ledwith. Crosses, ball deflects out. Collega a touch. That's Ella Ledwith trying to keep it in, but it will go out for a Massapequa throw. And you see again, Maggie Ledwith, really the Indiana verbal commit. That's recent. She's not had many touches on the ball. Massapequa's done a good job just trying to surround her and keep her away from the ball. That was probably the best opportunity she's had. Here's Trojanowski, this freshman, plays it. Another dangerous ball across the front of goal. Once again trying to find Craig. That connection led to the game's first goal. And it'll be a Herricks throw on the far sideline. Craig, the junior, has improved tremendously this past year and has really become a stabilizing force for Massapequa. She'll get the ball on the ground. She'll play 2 touches. She'll knock it around. She's really good at checking to the ball and laying it off for her teammates as well, and then making good runs in behind. She's got great soccer IQ, does Holly Craig, so very much a stabilizing force when they want to gain possession of the ball and hold it. Throw in for Massapequa. 45th minute. Again, the winner will play Syosset, and if it is Massapequa to do so, that's been your. Sorry, I shouldn't say they should play it. They will play Syosset because Syosset's got to play Plainview JFK. But if it is the top 2 seeds to emerge, as Rossi kicks the ball out to midfield, it would be a rematch of the last 3 Nassau AA finals. A year ago, it was Massapequa winning 3-1. The year before that, that COVID spring season, that condensed schedule in 2020, it was Syosset with a historic 2-0 win at Massapequa. And then you go back to 2019, the Chiefs won that one 3-0. But still plenty of work to do for Massapequa in this one, another 35 minutes or so, and obviously Syosset's got a full 80 to play against Plainview JFK. Herricks looking to counter. Ball toward midfield, and it will be a throw-in for the Highlanders. It's been a really positive season for Herricks. Trojanowski tries to play at the feet, intercepted. Here comes Herricks. And that's who you want on the ball. Maggie Ledwith, the conference player of the year. Ball knocked out of touch. It'll be a throw-in as Schuler deflected it away. That's Amelia Babula, the junior. It's funny, Regal says I always joke with her because she's as girly as they come, but she's ready to throw down when she's on the field at right back. As gritty as they come. Here's Ella Ledwith drawing 3 defenders, tries to dribble through, finds a way through. Terrific footwork. Gets it to her sister. And Maggie shows the skills and the shot from distance, and that one is wide of the frame. But some pretty stuff there from the Ledwith sisters. And by the way, a third is going to join them next year on varsity. Chloe right now in 8th grade, so she'll be a freshman next year. Their mom, Kara, she played soccer at Hofstra as well, so terrific athletic family, the Ledwiths, and still plenty to go from them, or plenty to be heard from them at Herricks. Herricks, one of those schools that has really benefited from that change in academy soccer rules where, you know, a couple years ago you couldn't play both academy and high school. But that changed, and really Alexa Regal said very much for the better for Herricks, because a lot of those players who weren't playing for their high school, now they came back out. Cassidy Pong being one of those. She's a 3-year starter as a senior. It's another one of those soccer-rich communities. Ball goes out, and obviously so too is Massapequa. That's Schuler, the freshman. Plays it to Fleischer. And now Massapequa just looking to knock it around. Ball on the far side. you can see part of the problem for Herricks is now a little bit of a change, it looks like, in formation. Perhaps, I guess, because they're chasing the game. Ledwith has pushed forward and is kind of occupying that space in their 4-5-1 as the forward. Ball played through. It's a foot race. Good job tracking that down by Holly Craig, but it will be a Herricks throw. Again, Herricks in their first year up in AA1 after winning the AA2 conference a year ago. They were 13-2. They lost to Massapequa in the AA quarterfinals last year as the 8th seed. This year, they're the 4 seed. And again, virtually everybody back next year. Left-footed shot, and Gallagher gets it. The effort was by Juliana Peterson. Peterson, a junior, 4 goals and 9 assists. Good skill on the ball. She's good at keeping possession as well, has a good touch. Also good ability as a distributor of the ball. Another positive about Peterson, she's able to strike the ball with both feet as well. Massapequa, some subs, or a sub. As Stork re-enters the match. And she comes in, it looks like, for Trojanowski. And you could certainly see what Stegner was talking about on that goal kick taken by Tonello. Just booted it right to the other side of midfield. Fresh into the game is Stork. Back to goal. Intercepted, though. It's Ella Ledwith. Again, fantastic footwork, and Ledwith, though, loses possession. It was Peterson pressuring. Tonello calmly plays it back. And that's Diorio. Again, Massapequa, 59 goals scored this year, only conceding 13. And 4 of those came in their lone loss, that loss to Monroe Woodbury, which snapped a 31-match unbeaten streak. Here comes Maggie Ledwith, looking for runners, looking for options, cuts it back inside. And quickly, you can see the Massapequa defense realizing the number 4, and that's something that Regal said she's heard a lot from opponents this year. Look out for 4. Don't let 4 get the ball. Somewhat of a badge of honor for Maggie Ledwith, the junior, who's got 14 goals and an assist on the year. She's the latest Division I commit, and so many certainly on Long Island, as that one is saved by Gallagher. 53rd minute, 1-0 the score from Massapequa. And again, you know, last year in the quarterfinals, it was Massapequa 6-0. The first game during the regular season, it was 4-0 for Massapequa. Ball served in front, headed away. Not cleared, though. The first time effort. And that was one that is over the bar, but one that I think Schneidler would want back. She had the time to settle it, but she went first time and fired over the bar. But the second matchup between these two teams was 2-0. So by that math, Herricks keeps having their deficits. That's the glass half full version of that. The half empty is that they've yet to score against Massapequa. And unless they were able to, which they're not, to keep this one 0-0 and go to kicks, you've got to score to win the game. So that's going to be what they're going to try to do here, but Massapequa looking to put it away. Gallagher in front to save. She parries it free. It was loose for a moment. And here comes Ledwith. Long strides. She's 1 on about 4. A heavy touch there, and it's knocked out well by Tonello. So quick counter opportunity. You see the replay again. Gallagher. And you see the runners there just missing the ball. And then a quick counter opportunity for Herricks. Another throw now for Herricks. Their best opportunity of this game came off of their corners, where Rossi in the first half had to punch a pair away. And it will be Rossi getting the goal kick. Like her opposing goalkeeper, Brianna Gallagher, Massapequa's Dominica Rossi, wasn't a starter last year, but she's a good all-around goalkeeper, pretty good fundamentally as well, good distribution, and she has also made quite a bit of strides from a year ago. She's steady in goal, and she keeps growing every game, every week as a player. Free kick for Herricks. And you just wonder what a Herricks goal can potentially do to this game. It's Cassidy Pong over it, the 3-year starting center back. Pong serves it in front and right into the arms of Rossi, who makes another save. And for Herricks, those are the opportunities you have, those set pieces you've really got to capitalize on. Massapequa now a 14-4 edge in shots. Gallagher up to 7 saves in this game. She's been busy throughout the year as well, as we mentioned before. 88 saves on the season. And in the 2 regular season matchups, in the 4-0 loss, she made 9 saves. And in the 2-0 loss on October 3rd at home, she made 8 saves. Conversely, Rossi made 6 in the first one. Jessica Fackler made 1. And then Rossi was the lone keeper in the second game, and she made 3 saves to earn the shutout. Again, winner of this one takes on either Syosset or Plainview JFK. That one is set to start at 7, about 45 minutes from now. A blast by Ledwith, knocked down by Tonello. '58th minute, 1-0. You can see top left of your screen, Massapequa the lead. 13th minute goal, the difference by Holly Craig. A push was called, and now Herricks with another free kick. It'll be Pong, who's, according to Regal, one of the most intense people that she's ever met. Sometimes she wants to make sure she's still having a little bit of fun out there, because she is so serious. And even at training as well, she's always in the zone. And when she's on the field, whether it's, again, in training or game day, she eats, drinks, and sleeps soccer. She is an intense competitor, is Cassidy Pong. There's Lucia Piccirillo, the senior captain, a 5-year starter, is number 13 for Herricks. She's going to play collegiately at Queens College, and she's stepped up into her leadership role this year. Another sub for Massapequa, Trojanowski, back in the game. So you could see what Stegner's doing with his attacking players as a bit of a rotation between Craig, Trojanowski, and Stork. We saw Benito as well in the first half, and just trying to bring in those fresh legs. There's been fewer substitutions. I think only one really for Herricks, as we've seen Emma Sue check in for Ashley Katz. Ball played to feet. There's Trojanowski, fresh off the bench again. A foot race and a battle. Trojanowski wins it. Turns it left foot. The cross deflects away. Pong chests it down. Still trouble with it in the box, and it is cleared for a Massapequa throw. Throw in for the Chiefs. That was Fleischer, the 3-year varsity player, 2-year starter at left back, to do so. And it's interesting for Massapequa as well because she's a starting left back, but she's strong, athletic. She's got good speed. She's pretty good at knocking long balls as well. But the problem, Stegner says, is she's actually not left-footed. So it is a little bit of a challenge. And that's where Juliana Peterson also steps in a little bit sometimes as the left midfielder, and we've seen Schneidler as well. Again, she can play multiple positions, an attacking mid, a D mid. She's also moved to left back at times. Midway through this second half, Herricks trying to get that tying goal. There is no intimidation factor in this one for Herricks because, again, so many of their players play high level club ball. There's Pong. Great read of that as well. Fighting through, and like a freight train there, she's called for the foul on the hour mark. But you've got Maggie led with and Collega as well as Ella led with. They all play for Sousa, and then you've got Cassidy Pong. She plays her club ball at East Meadow, as that one will go out for a goal kick. Ava Lorenzana plays for LISC. But it's that Sousa trio there, the two Ledwiths as well as Collega. That's the middle of your, that's the center of your midfield right there, and tremendous trio in the middle of this 4-5-1 formation. I know it's cliche to say, but the next goal means everything as the Chiefs are offside. Should Massapequa get it inside the final 18 minutes, you really feel like they have booked their spot back into the final, and if Herricks gets it, well, game on, as they say. Massapequa, of course, the standard bearer, not just in Nassau County, but throughout the state and even nationally as well. 24 Nassau County championships, including last year's, 14 Long Island championships, and 8 state titles as well. A year ago, they beat Shenendehowa 3-0 in the final to cap a 20-0-1 season. Tonello checks her rear view as it was Sue who's coming in hot. Good switch for Massapequa up the far sideline. Again, winner advances to Saturday afternoon's Class AA final, and that will be also right here at Cold Spring Harbor, which over the years has become the championship site of girls soccer, and tremendous venue here, of course. Great facilities at Cold Spring Harbor High School. Off the goal kick, it stays with Massapequa. And there was Craig. She's the goal scorer. Playing a little bit deeper in midfield right now. Left foot blast from distance, and it goes in. So there is the second goal. And the Chiefs, from distance, they take the 2-0 lead. You see it again. Neary takes a touch and fires it with her left foot, sneaks it inside that near post. Brianna Neary gets the goal in the 65th minute. And it would appear that is the dagger for Neary, her 18th goal of the season. And Massapequa takes the 2-0 lead. And a foul was called. Collega showing her frustration, and Massapequa has been physical with her today. And again, you know her ability on the ball. A member of the Croatian U17 national team. Christina Collega, 2 goals and 5 assists on the year. Those numbers would have been even larger had she not missed a couple weeks this year with playing with the Croatian national team. And there's some more of that frustration as Collega loses the ball out of touch. So Neary gets the goal, 65th minute, her 18th of the year. And they're really uphill battle now for Herricks. You would suspect Massapequa would be happy with just knocking the ball around now, keeping possession, having Herricks players just chase him around the pitch. There's Fleischer. She switches it to Diorio. And to the right back, Shea Brennan. That one goes out. It'll be a throw for Herricks. And although it's a young team, this Massapequa team, certainly the pressure is on them, right? Because of the culture at Massapequa and all those championships we mentioned before. But everyone on this team, they are cued in. They know exactly what the culture is. They know what success is. And in case they forget or they're unsure, every year some alums come back and they remind them about what it means to play for Massapequa and the pride that there is to be a Chief and to win not just Nassau championships, but Long Island and New York State championships as well. So it's always a positive experience. It happened again this year as this Massapequa team got to learn about the history and the great people who came through in the past. And they get to appreciate what this program is all about, as it is second to none on Long Island under Bruce Stegner in his 20th season at the helm, a 1982 graduate of Massapequa. Assistant coach Ron Foreman, also a graduate, 2002 of Massapequa. There's Schneidler. Plays a little bit of a 1-2. Got it back from Stork. Left-footed cross, far post, goes through. Neary will track it down. And could have probably let it go through. And it would have been a Pequa throw, but she was aggressive to the ball, and the result is a Herricks throw-in. Again, Herricks, the 4th seed, 4, 7, and 1 this year in their first year up in Nassau Conference, or Nassau AA1. And again, considering how many players are back, you will lose your center back pairing of Piccirillo and Pong. They're both seniors. And Christina Joseph, your right midfielder, and Ashley Katz, your starting number 9. They are seniors as well, but everybody else on the field now, and the girls who have subbed in as well, Sue and Kim, they're both freshmen. Everybody else is back for this Highlanders team. So the expectations surely will be raised. And on top of that, as there was a foul called on Maggie Ledwith, you'll have the reigning Conference AA1 Player of the Year as well, an Indiana commit. This year, it is true, everything runs through her, and you expect the same again. And I think most impressively for Herricks is that entire midfield trio. And actually, again, you should bring Lorenzano into that conversation. So really the foursome there of the two Ledwith sisters and Christina Collega and Ava Lorenzano, they are all going to be back as some subs now for both teams. Katz has checked back in for Herricks.
Massapequa substitutions. Number 12, Mia Napolitano. Number 9, Kara Jarsdorfer.
Kara Jarsdorfer, the junior defensive midfielder, in, as well as Michaela Napolitano, the junior left back.
And number 9, Christina Joseph.
And in addition to Katz checking back in for Herricks, as does Christina Joseph, a 2-year starter who usually plays up top, but in this formation that they've been playing was shifted back to right midfield. Massapequa in control. Again, looking to get back to the final. Nice touch, running through, trying to keep it from crossing the end line. Unable to do so, though, was Stork. Good effort on her part. A quickly taken goal kick to the feet of Collega. And Schuler has been all over her tonight. A frustrating semifinal for Collega. And one thing is for sure, when you see 15 in blue there, she does not look the part of a freshman. So maybe some miscommunication there in the back. As high pressure put on now by the Chiefs. Ball still not cleared, and this one will go out for a corner. And again, Massapequa has been dangerous in their set-piece opportunities. I believe this is now their 8th corner. Ball served far post, cleared away, but not out of danger yet. Still loose. Serve back in front. First time effort is wide of the bar by Schneidler. Against Syosset and Plainview JFK coming up next. Here in the Varsity Media Sports Network, a scheduled 7 o'clock kickoff. And if you wonder about how those two teams did this year against each other, it was Syosset with a pair of high-scoring wins. They won the first matchup 4-1, and then the next one 5-2. Syosset really high-flying. Their last 3 games, they've scored 14 goals. They beat Plainview JFK 5-2, Farmingdale 4-0, and then their quarterfinal win over Port Washington was 5-0. But they'll face a Plainview JFK team that is looking and ready for the upset, which they pulled in the quarterfinals, beating Oceanside, which is remarkable when you consider just how the regular season ended, with Plainview JFK losing to Oceanside 5-1. Literally a week later, they meet in the quarterfinals at Oceanside, and Plainview JFK gets the 1-0 win on an Emma Heaney goal on the hour mark. Ball played ahead for Maggie Ledwith. And she'll earn the throw as she battled there with Lena Fleischer. '75th minute. There's Collega, another throw. And you get the sense that a goal would really mean so much to Herricks. And it would be something they would take with them into next year. But Massapequa, again, the winning culture, they're not going to give an inch. They would love the clean sheet. That is for certain. There's Neary. She's got the insurance tally for Massapequa. Hard to keep Neary off the score sheet. Again, 17 goals coming into this one. An opportunity, blocks around, second chance, fired over the bar. But it started with Holly Craig in the 13th minute. Her 8th goal of the year, assisted by Olivia Trojanowski, the freshman, and then Neary with seemingly the dagger right now in the 65th minute, sneaking the ball inside the near post for her 18th of the year. Here's Ella Ledwith. Plays to space, kind of between players there, trying to track it down, was Katz. It'll be a Massapequa throw along the far sideline. Statistically, stylistically, a solid performance, certainly by Massapequa. They've had more of the ball, they've had more of the chances, and they've put away 2 of them, and that's the score line heading into the final 3 minutes of this Nassau Class AA semifinal. Chance for more now for the Chiefs. Ball served, first time shot, and a second, or a third goal in the game. And a first time finish, as it is now 3-0 for Massapequa. See the move at the top by Neary. This time she plays provider. And it looks like, I believe the goal was scored by Schneidler. So the first time finish by Schneidler, her 4th goal of the year, and now Neary's got a goal and an assist on the game. Schneidler looks for more. 18-6 now the advantage as a hard tackle at midfield. Neary bounces right back up. 18-6, the shot advantage for Massapequa. As we're inside the final 2 minutes of this one. So Craig got the party started in the first half for Massapequa, and then Neary and Schneidler added to it with second half goals. Free kick played by Fleischer. A dangerous one, cleared aside. And it will be a throw for Massapequa. They'll stop the clock. And a substitution.
Substitution number 27,
Michaela Napolitano checks back in, the left back. The junior can play the ball with both feet. Good skill, agility, understanding of how to play the game. Ball played in front. Little brief hesitation there as it's just now played out wide. Service comes there. It's driven towards the goal as Gallagher scoops it up, and we are inside now the final minute of the second half. Massapequa, after beating Hicksville 3-1 in the quarterfinals, now 40 seconds away from getting back to the Nassau AA championship game. They are seeking county title number 25. Neary, oh my goodness! A golazo inside the far post. Wow. Watch this one again. Neary, number 5, turns on a defender, has space, and unleashes a rocket from the edge of the 18. A gorgeous shot by Neary, her second goal of the game, 19th of the season. That's how you close the game off in style. So Neary gets her first in the 65th minute, her second in the 80th minute. And all that's left is for the air horn to our right to sound, to put the finishing touches on a dominant 4-0 win for Massapequa. The Chiefs advance to Saturday afternoon's final. Who will they play? We'll find that out soon, as Plainview, JFK, and Syosset will meet in the second of 2 semifinals. That opening kick is set for 7 o'clock tonight. Again, Holly Craig with the first half goal, 3 in the second half. A brace by Brianna Neary, and Michaela Schneidler also scores a goal. Rossi gets the clean sheet, and the Chiefs move on. They are now 15-1-2 on the season as the top seed, and they await the winner of tonight's second game. Herricks' season ends at 4-8-1, but certainly heads held high for the Highlanders. They will be back. We will too, but this will do it here from this first game from Cold Spring Harbor. I want to thank our entire Varsity Media crew, executive producer Ben Turchin, our technical director Chris Sweeney, and Angela Caezo with all the moving images from atop this press box. I'm Dylan Butler, thanking you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you very soon here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.